Good morning, 11th students. I am Mrs. Asha Gulrajani, working in Adarsh Mahavidyalaya from 31 years. I am taking always chemistry practicals. Due to this year, I am also taking chemistry theory. I was teaching already, and you are most welcome in this session. You are from different schools, students, so I can contact on you WhatsApp. I will send you this video on WhatsApp and you have to follow. Today we are going to start our first lesson of chemistry part 1. I am not teaching on board, I am teaching on this paper. I will show you and I will send you notes also afterwards. Okay, shall we start? Okay. Lesson number 1, that is some basic concepts of chemistry, unit 1. Scientist. We are starting with a good voice. That is, chemistry is the science of molecules and their transformation. It is the science not so much of the 100 elements but of the infinite variety of molecules that may be built from them. These words are said by Raoul Hafnen, scientist. Okay, so this chemistry is a wide range. Already you studied the different portions in 8th, 9th and 10th. Here in this chapter also we are starting with some introduction only. What is the chemistry? So I am teaching in the important points that you note down also with me. Okay, science can be used as a continuously human efforts to systematic knowledge for describing and understanding nature. See, nature has given so many elements and compounds. So what is called element? What is called compound? What is the meaning of periodic table? Demerize substances present in nature and change them in daily life. Like that you are knowing curd formation, we are keeping milk, we are putting some curd and next day you are getting curd. Why? Due to the formation of some bacteria. So curd formation from milk, formation of vinegar from sugar cane, juice on keeping proper time, rusting of iron. If it is not painted nicely, then it is going to rust. Fe plus 2 is going to convert into Fe plus 3. So what is this? For convenience, science is divided into various disciplines. Okay, generally we are saying environment. When you were small you were studying environment. When you grown up you came into the 8th, you started science, maths, and now when you have entered the science stream, then you have to divide this science into so many subjects like that: chemistry, physics, biology, zoology, maths, etc. Maths is different subject. Okay, so this science is divided into chemistry, physics, biology, zoology, etc. Further, after 12th, if you are doing BSc in different fields, then chemistry is subdivided into organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, physical chemistry. If you are going to biology, then biology is going to zoology, geology, etc. Okay, so this science is divided into chemistry, physics and biology. Now, the branch of science that studies the preparation, properties, structure and reaction of materials, substance is called chemistry. So what is the chemistry? Chemistry, here when you are coming in 11th, here I will teach you the branch of science where you have to study how you are going to prepare, what is their properties, what is the structure of methane, ethane, benzene and so many things, and reactions. H, hydrogen plus oxygen are going to combine and give water. Carbon and oxygen combine and gives carbon dioxide. So how it forms? The number of atoms in CO2, carbons 1, oxygens 2, and they are combined in proper ratio, then you are getting CO2. H2O, 2 molecules of hydrogen plus 1 atom of oxygen, it gives 1 molecule of H2O. So how they are getting? If I am taking 1 atom of nitrogen, 1 atom of oxygen, then NO. If we are taking 2 nitrogen atoms and 1 atom of oxygen, then you are getting N2O. So how? Okay. Now how on this page, this was the first introduction which I taught you here on this paragraph, only on this paragraph, few paras only. Now how the development of chemistry, okay. Now the development of chemistry, in short it will be explained, is a result of search for the interesting things. First, philosopher's stones, that is called paras, which would convert all basis metals, example iron and copper, into gold, okay. These then elixir of life, which would grant immortality, okay. So in meanwhile, chemistry developed mainly in the form of alchemy and introchemistry during 1300 to 1600 BC. Now modern chemistry took shape into 18th century. Now you can go through page number 2 and 3 for this topic. See, this is development of chemistry. This is the history, how the chemistry has been developed. Earlier in 1300 BC, then come into the modern chemistry into the 18th century. Now this is on this page number 2 and 3. Mainly I will take the topics. Okay, this is the history. Only you can read nicely. Okay, now I am starting from page number 3. Okay, now mainly chemistry deals with the, what is the chemistry? Chemistry deals with the composition, structure, properties and interaction of matters. We will study that. These terms are atoms and molecules. Chemistry is called science of atoms and molecules. Okay, so chemistry is called science of atoms and molecules. See, if I am telling oxygen, they are atoms. If I am telling hydrogen, H2O, then molecules. Okay, one example I am giving you. We are coming to our important, before coming to the importance of chemistry, before coming to the page number 4, importance of chemistry, I will show you. See, you are coming to a school. Okay, yeah, you are going, no, already now days in pandemic times you are not coming due to virus, but you are going to school. Okay, so how you are entering in the school? You are entering. So how you are standing in the prayer assembly, like that? Some you have taken admission in 11th. So where you are putting your the standing orientation, you are coming into where you were having whole of the school was divided into a discipline. How? The students who were in the 9th, they were having a different row, 9th. The students who were in 10th, they were having the different row. In 11th, there are always 2 sections in our school, commerce and science. So the students who has taken the admission in science, they were coming into their queue. So whole of the school was divided in a systematic way. Like that, we are getting so many elements in our nature. You are knowing, no? First atom, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron. Similarly, so many atoms are there. So like that, randomly they can't. So Mendeleev placed them in a proper place. So this proper placement was called Mendeleev's periodic table. So they were having a system. Like that, you are system in a school, you are standing in a queue. In a queue, 11th science means all of the 11th students were standing in their queue. Like that, atoms are also placed in a proper place. 108, more than 100 elements till now discovered, and they were having a. So slowly we will study this in lesson number 3. Afterwards I will teach you, but I am giving one example how the system has been kept for these elements. So elements. Now importance of chemistry. What is the importance of chemistry? Why we are studying, why you are coming and studying chemistry? Why? Something you have kept in your mind. If you are taking bio group, you can go to the sections MBBS, pharma, etc. Okay, you are having some aims in your life. If you are taking maths, then you maybe want to be an engineer. Okay, So some aim you have kept while taking science. So what is the importance of science? There are so many branches. There are so many compounds. So first of all, I am teaching you importance of chemistry on page number 4. Chemistry principles are applicable in diverse areas such as weather. Nowadays, see, rainy season is there. So they are predicting and you are getting that in Kutch area, Gujarat area, there is cyclone, there is this rain. Then weather patterns, functioning of brain, in our body also, our brains functioning. So different hormones are there, and operation of computers, production in chemical industries, manufacturing fertilizers, alkalis, acids, salts, dyes, polymers, drugs, soaps, detergent, metals, alloys, etc. Okay, so they are, if you want to be an engineer, so you can be chemical engineer. If you want to be a computer engineer, then you can go to the computer engineering, computer section. If you want to do this chemical, so you have to deal with the dyes, alkalis, acids and different chemicals, nowadays sanitizers, so you can go to that factories also. Chemistry play important role in meeting human need for food, healthcare products and other materials. Now make possible synthesis are such drugs, life-saving drugs from natural sources and synthetic of such drugs. Nowadays, you are knowing, no, so many when the these patients are going, corona patients are going, they are given vitamin C, vitamin D, B12 complexes, etc. They can go to that Ayurvedika from the natural resources. They are going to different kadas and all. Otherwise, arsenic, homeopathy medicines they are given. Okay. Now you are knowing cisplatin and Taxol, which are effective in cancer therapy. The drug aziodynamic is used for helping AIDS patients. Ozone depletion, already you studied in 10th. Ozone depletion is stratosphere, for it is responsible CFCs. What is CFC? You will study nicely in 11th. Chlorofluorocarbon, okay, have been successfully synthesized. One big problem to manage greenhouse effect that you are knowing, gases like methane, CO2 are responsible. So all these were introduction only. Chemistry is divided into organic, inorganic, physical and so many branches. When you study further, if you are taking BSc, then you can take organic chemistry, you can do BSc in organic chemistry, MSc in organic chemistry, then you can do PhD, MPhil. Now I am teaching you next. That was importance of chemistry up to this page. Now I am teaching you nature of matter. What is the matter? See, matter means which has mass and occupies a space is called matter. We are also matter. If I am standing on earth, I am having some mass, my weight, and I am occupying some space. Okay, this is called nature of matter. Example, book. If we are keeping book and keeping pen, this also having a mass and this also occupies a space on table. Pen, pencil, air, water, living beings, etc. Okay, so this is called the nature of matter. Now states of matter. Next topic. Our is the states of matter. Already you are knowing, when you are small in 7th, 8th, you are knowing that physical states are there. Their matters are divided into 3 parts: solid, liquid and gases. Now what are solids? Particles are held. Particles are held very nearly close to each other. No freedom of movement. Liquid, the particles are close to each other but they can move around. Gaseous, the particles are far apart as compared to solids and liquids. Their movement is easy and free. Here you can see in example here, solids very close. This is pen, this is solid, this is a water bottle, this is book. So they are solid and they are having no free space to move. Here this is liquid, water. So water can be flown, oil, glucose, water, salt water, and this is gas. Here also gas is there, no vacuum. So in air also so many gases are there. So this is the example of solid, liquid and gas. Okay. Now what are the qualities of solids? Solids have definite volume and definite shape. If I am saying this is a book, this is pen. So they are having definite mass and definite volume. Liquid have definite volume but do not have definite shape. See, if I am taking 1 liter, I am taking milk from the milkman, they will give in any container. Yeah, if I am bringing water in a water bottle, so I can't drink like that. So I have to take a container. So they will take the shape of container. Gases have neither definite volume nor definite shape. They completely occupy this space in container in which they are placed. Okay, here also, if I am standing in room, you are there, so many gases are occupies. Oxygen mainly we are taking, okay, for breathing, inhaling and exhaling, different gases are there, so they occupy the place where they are kept. These three states of matter are engaging their states of their depends on temperature and pressure. See, one example, solid into liquid into gas. When solid, if I am taking any solid and it is heated, it is converted into liquid. When it is further heated, it is converted into gas. When gas is cooled, it converts into liquid. When liquid is converted into cooled, then it is converting into solid. See, you take the one example of water. Okay, ice, when heated, water, if you are keeping water in utensils, then it converts into vapor. So while heating ice into water, it converts from solid to liquid, liquid to vapor. Vapor, if cooling, again it will convert. If you cover the lid, okay, if you will boil the water in a container and you put a plate on it, again the vapor will convert into, after cooling, into water. Water will solidify in freeze, and lowering temperature it converts into ice. Okay, so these were the fundas. Now I am dividing next our topic, that is 1.22 classification of matter. So matter is subdivided into, in short I am saying you, matter is classified into two parts, mixture and pure substance. Again, mixture is converted into homogeneous or heterogeneous. Pure substances can be called element or compound. Now how? First, what is from matter we are going to mixture. Mixture means particles of two or more pure substances. Sugar solution in water. If you are making chashni, if you are making chashni of salt water, if water is kept here and dissolving sugar, then mixture of sugar and water. Okay, then this mixture is again divided into homogeneous and heterogeneous. Now what is, so examples of mixtures of sugar solution, water, air, sea water, etc. Tea which we are making. Then homogeneous means the bulk of mixture and its composition is uniform throughout. Now sugar I am dissolving in water, so you can't separate like that. Sugar, salt water, sea water, there is so many salts are there. So sugar is dissolved homogeneously, equally in whole of the sea water. Sugar solution, air, here also you can't separate. Oxygen percentage we are knowing, 70, how much? Nitrogen 70, oxygen 20, roundabout, other gases are also there. Now what is heterogeneous mixture? The composition is not uniform throughout. Mixture of grain, pulses, seed, rice. Oh, your mother is sowing the seeds. Are you knowing? Stones and so many impurities are taken by physical method. So heterogeneous can be separated by using physical methods, such as already you did in 9th. Simple hand picking, grains you take and you pick out and you can separate the stones from there. Now filtration, see water when comes over to home from the tap, you are keeping filtration, then crystallization, then distillation. You are knowing these process. Distillation means water is going to convert into vapor. Again water is condensed matlab after cooling it is coming into pure form, that is called the distillation. So these are the process. I am not going in deep because you already studied, but heterogeneous can be separated by means of these methods. Now again pure substance, I told you this matter, mixture, pure substance. So matter, mixture, heterogeneous and homogeneous I taught. Again I am coming to the topic, that is pure substance. Pure substances is divided into elements and compounds. Now pure substance is what? Here fixed composition, copper, silver, gold, water, glucose, so many. There can be element and there can be compound. Now Pure substances, common examples. Now what are elements? What are elements? Particles of elements consist of only one type of atoms. Okay, if I am saying oxygen, so only one type of atoms. If I am saying hydrogen, then only hydrogen gas. These particles may exist as atom or molecules. Okay, so in periodic table 108 elements which I earlier taught you. Now what is compound? Pure substances is divided into elements. I taught you one type, only oxygen, silver, copper. But what are compounds? Compound means when two or more atoms of different elements combine together in definite ratio, CO2. So element of carbon and element of oxygen. Carbon 1 ratio, oxygen's 2 ratio. H2O. So hydrogen's 2 ratio and 1 ratio of oxygen. These are going to mix and they are called compounds. Okay. Glucose, sugar, like that. So many particles are there. So pure substances I taught you up to page. This I am showing you. Atoms of different elements. Okay. Nitrogen. When you will study periodic table, afterwards no, you will study how the shape is going to increase. So one hydrogen, other hydrogen, hydrogen, a molecule. This is called atom. Two hydrogen atoms are going to combine same atoms. They are called same atoms. Okay, hydrogen and hydrogen, same atom, molecules. Now oxygen and oxygen, oxygen to oxygen. This is called oxygen. Now compound. This is only element. Okay. Now this page is water. See, hydrogen and oxygen. So this is the water molecule. CO2, carbon, two atoms of oxygen, one atom of carbon. This is called CO2. Okay. So tomorrow in the next lecture, I will teach you properties of matters and their measurements. So till now I taught you from page number 1, introduction. I taught you introduction, the scientist which said introduction from the page number 1. I taught you development of chemistry. What is atoms and molecules? Then importance of chemistry, nature of matter, states of matter, then classification of matter. Very simple. Up to this topic. Okay, so prepare with me. Tomorrow we will start from 1.3. I hope you will follow this.